All right, so forgive my hair. Y'all know what happened yesterday. So mental health, let's talk about it. So I just got online real quick, and I happened to see there was a live stream. I wasn't looking at it. It just happened to be one, and of course I could hear it. And there was a lady, a young Caucasian lady, and she was apologizing. I'm sorry if sometimes I stutter over my words because I'm autistic and so forth and so on and blah, blah, blah. And that's what I don't like. That's why I think like this mental health thing, it's a stigma that I don't think anyone should apologize for stuttering. Anyone should apologize because they communicate differently. If you're not being rude, if you're being nasty, that doesn't give anybody a right to be rude or nasty or dismissive to you because you communicate differently. And I know a couple places, and this is why I asked, there was a girl on here and thank you to her, by the way, because I like her post, but there was a girl on here that was talking about how, she was talking about some of the issues that she had. Not really issues. To me, they're normal things. I go through these things too. And sometimes I feel like people take advantage of the system, because I was starting to say how this guy had said he had real bad migraines. But I noticed he was a manager. He was out of work every single week, like 2 to 3 times a week for his migraines, right? And then there was another girl that I worked with, and same with her. Every time somebody made her mad or whatever, she would just leave and say she had migraines. And then if they gave her any issue about it, she would call the ambulance to pick her up for a migraine. And I was like, why? And then I didn't get to tell the whole story, but this is the rest of the story. Then I talked to this fireman, and of course my voice, I sound really, really black. And if somebody looks at me, I'm really, really black. But, he was this fireman. He was a black fireman. And I said, I don't understand that and I said, let me ask you a question, because there's a girl that I work with, and I swear she calls out for migraines every single week, right? And I was just like, and then, she's just so over dramatic, because then she even called the ambulance to pick her up for a migraine. I'm like, why would somebody do something like that? And what he explained to me is that black folks know the answer to that, but I've never seen, that's the first black person I've ever seen do like that, right? But he was like, because, he was like, them folks always taking advantage of us, and they try to get over and try to get all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And they know that if they don't act right, that they can press charges and so forth and so on. Is really easy, and they'll have like a whole legal thing to back. And her father was a attorney too, so they were scared of her a little bit. But I didn't get it. But then this other girl that I worked with would keep saying, I have this, I have that. And to me, you don't have any of that. All right, so mental health part 2. I didn't get a chance to finish, like I said, because originally I was addressing this with the young lady that was here, because I had some questions, But here's the part 2 of it. So another workplace that I had, there was a young black lady, really young, not attractive, and I could see how people would bully her all the time. I get bullied too, whatever. I'm old. But she was telling them, she had some kind of learning disorder or whatever. And I swear to God, I think like people that don't know how to handle people that think differently or speak differently, if you put these labels on folks, it's easier for them to manage, because then it's like, okay, it's not me that's the problem, it's them, because they have a learning disability or whatever the situation may be for that person, right? And I think it's so degrading, and it's such a cop-out. You shouldn't have to be in a workplace or a place where you're professional and you have to tell someone that I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that, because in reality, you're probably really not. And the young girl that I was talking about, that I have a lot of similar experiences with her, it's not in the form of mental health, but as far as, the clutter. And as you can see, I'm working on that clutter, and she was crying about it, and I've been in that situation too, where I kind of sort of felt that way, right? And then, that's what I was talking about. And then her just not wanting to get up. But for me, there's always a reason for everything. You can take the time to look at that one white straight hair, it's straight too. But you can take the time to figure out, what's making you do that. Like for me, I couldn't go to sleep. Why I couldn't sleep? There was a critter that was waking me up in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? And, I couldn't sleep because of that. Then there's other reasons, like I said, for me, I'm middle-aged. But there's different things. You can figure it out. It's easy to just say, okay, just call me crazy, or just call me learning disabled, and then you don't have to think about it. You don't have to figure it out. You have this label, and you don't have to figure out what is the root cause of this. Why is this happening, right? So just it's just a mess, and to me, I don't think that's fair for people to have to do that. Why are you going to disrupt the whole meeting just to tell somebody that, hey, I'm this, that, and the other? Because you're not, and the more you repeat yourself to that, the more you allow that to be, the scapegoat. I believe in figuring it out, but yeah, so I've been a couple workplaces where people did that, and I was just like, why do you have to tell her about that? First of all, you're not supposed to, because, privacy. But second of all, your behavior, nothing in the way that you spoke, was inappropriate. Just because, perhaps these people are unprofessional, it doesn't mean that you have to degrade yourself to make them feel good. And being in a situation, going through homelessness, being court ordered to legal, whatever, you find a lot of situations where you find yourself abasing yourself or degrading yourself so other people can feel better about themselves. Hey guys, if you're into maintaining a positive lifestyle, keeping a positive mindset, please support by purchasing a Yes shirt. Great for working out, which is also great for your mental health. Again, it's important these days with everything that's going on in this world to keep a positive mindset. And this product is a great reminder. Comes in various different sizes, various different products, shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, nightgowns. Scan the scan code and it'll take you right to the active t-shirt, and you can also browse the other products from there. Once again, I thank you for your viewing. I thank you for your support and encouragement. And also, if you'd like to share your experiences, please do. I love you. Bye.